Hello everyone, Eddie here with Orbital Knives, and I want to show you guys what is soon to be the full-on Orbital Knives lineup. And I want to start right here with the original Callistos. This was our first release a little bit over a year ago when we launched the company. 154 cm blade, you can see here the Damascus material in the handle. You have a titanium clip and back spacer. Everything has been coated on this one. As you can see, everything is black. And I really like this design. Let me show you the brown one. This is micarta, and you can see this one is not coated. It is stone washed on the blade, but you can see the titanium parts there a little bit better, easier to notice on these ones. Now, people ask me, why didn't I include a flipper on this one? A front flipper or a back flipper or whatever. And the reality is, and this is gonna sound a little weird, but for me, I really enjoy the symmetry that I have going on here. If you look at it like this, I really like what's going on here, and I didn't want to interrupt it with things poking out of it. If this was rounded, then you can play with design and have something coming out here and whatever. But I like the boxiness of it all right there. And so I didn't want to interrupt it. Now, if the knife needed it, absolutely. But that hole works so well for me. I've never had any issues deploying the knife. And so, yeah, I just don't see it necessary in this case. Yeah, so that's the Callisto, our first release ever. And then we collaborated with Manco Knives and released our premium offering, the Fornax. This knife is all titanium except for the blade. So you have titanium handles, titanium inlays, titanium pivot collars, titanium clip, back spacer. And so those are just been anodized, of course. We thought about doing brass or something like that, of that nature, but it affects weight, and we were able to release this 3.65-inch blade at a 3.2 ounce weight, which is a win. S45VN blade steel on this one, really good steel. If you care about edge retention, this is gonna do really well for you. And it is running both on washers and bearings, so that's why it is so smooth. So yeah, very cool knife. Now, soon to be released, we have the large Callisto. When we launched the Callistos and people got their hands on them, we kept hearing the request to make it bigger. So we listened. Here is the interest level of the large Callisto, if you will. They're all gonna be in 20 CV, but you do have differences in finishes and in handle materials as well. This one is just black coated blade. And then you have the JG10 handles that are, I really like this combination. We carried over the same clip and back spacer concept, but we did nested the liners on this one and kept it as a liner lock. From there on, we jump to the aluminum version, and I really like this blue. It's a striking blue. I really like it. It's by striking I mean like it really catches my eyes. Is what I mean. It is not this kind of darker blue. It's still very much a deep blue, but it's bright. It has a presence to it that I really like. The finish on this blade right here is a stone wash. And then, as I said, we kept it as a liner lock and we carried over that clip. I really like the contrast of the clip to this color. I really enjoy that. And then my favorite version of the large Callisto, the one with that sweet DLC coated blade, titanium handles. By the way, we added that texture as well. We also contoured the handles this time. There's your clip and back spacer. And we're super excited for these. I know they're super late, but things happen. And then later this year, we are going to release our first fixed blade ever. And this is also not only the first fixed blade, but it's also the first time that we as a company are able to give you options in terms of steel within the same design. Before this were all in 154 cm, all in 20 CV. This one right here with the purple micarta is going to be in S45 yen, which is a great steel for EDC, which is what this fixed blade is meant for. And then a lot of you are fans of the budget option of 14C28N. It's really well known in the knife industry as far as budget steels go, and so we are going to offer this one. Now, there is going to be quite the significant jump in terms of price between the two, but for those of you who care about edge retention, that is expected, right? But I'm really glad to be able to bring a budget option. So yeah, this is the Apophis is what we called it, and it is named after an asteroid that was discovered in 2004, and it had a real chance to actually strike in Earth, and so it was called the Apophis, and we named this fixed blade after that. I did have to make adjustments to the handle, not much, but a little bit, enough so that the knife would be also useful outdoors, right? I had to add a little bit of material here at the end, not much, and then I also thickened the blade just a little bit. At the biggest difference on this side, I have 1 millimeter. And that's the thing, is designing knives, sometimes people overdo things. They think that they need to reinvent the wheel every time, and sometimes just the tiniest bit of extra or less makes the whole difference that you need. So yeah, that's it for the Apophis. So that completes what's going to be the lineup. Of course, we have other things that we're working on, but we can't show that yet. So I just wanted to share this with you guys. Thank you so much for the support. It's been 13 months since we launched the company, and I'm deeply grateful for where things have gone, all thanks to you guys. So if you have any questions, please let us know. Go on and subscribe to our email list to get discounts when we drop these units, and we'll see you around. Thank you.